Hello, and welcome to our first Moody Talk for the month of May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and so I decided to switch things up. I am going to step away from choosing an emotion that we talk about for the whole month and the coping skills that go with that, and I've decided to just do coping skills and to talk a little bit about a therapy that I use that's been really, really good for me, and it gives all these different coping skills for different, parts of your life and what you're dealing with. So DBT was created to help people with PTSD and mood disorders with their symptoms. And, it goes past that, though. You can also use it if you're in depression, for anxiety, and for suicidality. So DBT has been a great therapy for me, and I've really worked these coping skills into my life, and when you continue to do them, they come more naturally and have been really helpful. So there are 4 principles of DBT. There's mindfulness, there's emotion regulation, there's distress tolerance, and interpersonal communication. So 4 for the month. So each week I'll talk about something different. So this week I'm going to talk about mindfulness. Now, mindfulness, a lot of people will immediately go to meditation. That's the way that you do mindfulness. But really, mindfulness spans a lot of different areas of life. And so I've put together some information about mindfulness and some skills that we can use with mindfulness, okay? So mindfulness is good for distress tolerance. It's great for emotional, regulation, that kind of thing. It's a form of like being able to step back and be focused on the matter at hand, what's happening in the moment, okay? So I put these together. What is mindfulness? Hint, it's not just meditation. So mindfulness is intentionally living with awareness in the present moment without judging or rejecting the moment and without attachment to the moment, okay? So what this means is intentionally living with awareness in the present moment is the here and now and focusing only on that one particular situation that you're in, right? Without judging or rejecting the moment. So DBT is really all about non-judgment, and just being in the moment without you taking out the emotion of it and checking facts, like being the who, what, where, why, when, that kind of thing, and getting just the facts in. And that's without attachment to the moment. So that's, stepping back and not, focusing on the, like what is bothering you about it, the emotion that you're feeling in that moment. So you're not attached to it emotionally. Okay. You can practice mindfulness through movement too. Okay. The what skills? Practicing taking hold of your mind. So the what skills are observe, participate, and describe. Okay? So first, observe, notice your body sensations. So you're in this moment and your body is in this moment. What does it feel like? Do you have tightness in certain areas? Is your heart beating faster? Do you have dry mouth? All those kinds of things. Just checking in with your body, okay? And controlling your attention. Push away nothing, but cling to nothing. So just controlling that you're staying attentive to what is happening at this present time. And then observing both inside and outside of yourself. So what's going on internally, again, body sensations, feelings, what's going on there, and what's happening outside of you. Is someone else participating in this? Where are you, and is that what's affecting you right now? So that's the observe. So then we go to describe. Put words on the experience. Say, for example, say in your mind, sadness has overwhelmed me. So you're naming what you're feeling and you're saying, you're putting the words to it, I am sad right now. Okay? And it says let's see, label what you observe, put names to your feelings, or label a thought as just a thought, a feeling is just a feeling, an action is just an action. Okay? So labeling it is kind of like going back to that who, what, where, why. So it's checking the facts and putting a label to it. Right now, I have, this thought is going through my head, and I'm continually having this thought go through my head, or like I'm moving my legs right now. This is an action, and it's just an action that's happening right now. Okay? Then you're going to unglue your opinions. Describe the who, what, where, and why of the event. So as I said, that's really what it is. It's unglue your opinions of it. Again, going back to non-judgmental. Okay, so there's no opinion to it. It's just the facts. And then if you can't observe it through your senses, you can't describe it. So again, opening up, going back to body sensations, hearing what you're hearing right now, being open to what you feel right now, what you're tasting, even what's going on in your body. If you can't observe it, you can't describe it, right? And then finally, participate. Throw yourself completely into the current activity. Become one with whatever you are doing. Act intuitively. Do just what is needed for the situation. Don't go above and beyond. And go with the flow of it. Don't resist. Don't, try to take hold of something and control it. Okay? These are the what skills. Now we're going to go to the how skills. Again, practicing taking hold of your mind. So that's non-judgmentally, one mindfully, and effectively. So not judgmentally. Just the facts, neither good nor bad. So I hope you're kind of getting this idea of the facts are the most important part of this. And this is how you can get outside of the emotion of it, get the facts together and understand what emotion you're feeling. And if that emotion is even the, thing that you should be feeling at the time, is that what is merited to this situation, right? Acknowledge the difference between helpful and harmful. Okay, is this moment, if I do something, is it going to be helpful in this situation, or am I harming it? Like maybe, you feel like you're ready to blow up and start yelling at someone because you're so angry. Is that helpful in the moment, or is it harmful for the moment? Is it going to cause more problems? So that one I think is a really important one. Knowing what, checking in and saying what I'm ready to do right now is this. Am I making it worse? Am I making it better? Right? Acknowledge your values, your wishes, and your emotions. Those are yours. Your values, your emotions, your wishes, what you want, those are yours and they're valid. Okay? So don't forget that. You can do that non-judgmentally. You can say, well, I'm really mad right now. And that's it. That's okay. You can be angry. It's valid. Okay? So next we'll go to one mindfully. Rivet yourself completely to now, in this moment. No going and doing something else to like get yourself, under control or anything like that. Sitting back, getting a hold of yourself, right? Staying in the moment, in the situation. Okay, not trying to bring anything else into the situation. Do one thing at a time. Notice if you find yourself only half present when you are eating. Just eat. Again, noticing, if you're half present in a conversation. And that can happen a lot. I do that a lot where I kind of come out of a conversation and start thinking of other things. That's when you need to know, okay, I did come out of what I'm doing in this present moment, and it's time to get back into the present. Okay? Let go of your distractions. If you find your mind wandering, go back to what you are doing. Again, mind wandering is natural, and it's just a matter of catching ourselves that, our mind is wandering. We're not in the present moment doing the present thing. Concentrate your mind. There is no such thing as multitasking. So I'm going to do a little sidebar here. I just read this book called The One Thing by Gary Keller, and I really highly recommend it because it talks about how, we got into this culture of doing multiple things all at once. And you know what? It doesn't work, because what you really end up doing is you're doing 2 or 3 things half-assed, right? You're not totally concentrating on one thing. You're doing like 3 different things at a time. And that can really hurt what you're doing. Like I said, it's like kind of half-assed because you're doing 3 things that, you should only be concentrating on the one to make sure that it's done correctly. I highly, highly recommend this book. It's called The One Thing, and it's by Gary Keller. And I'll put that information in, the description. And then finally, effectively, be mindful of your goals in the situation. Focus on what works. Play by the rules. So playing by the rules is, if you're in a conversation, it's a give and take. It's listening to what the other person is saying and really listening, and then saying what you want to say. So play by the rules. And again, I go back to the harmful or, helpful. So playing by the rules, I kind of attach those 2 things. Is it harmful or is it helpful? Play by the rules. Act as skillfully as you can. Do what is needed in just that current situation. Again, don't look back and say, well, this is something that I would have done with this situation before. What are you doing? What are your skills that you can use right then and there in the moment? And then finally, let go of willfulness and sitting on your hands. So don't try to control things and don't try to stop things, right? You don't have to control everything, especially conversations or things that you have to get done, or your emotions. So you can't be in control of everything all at once, and you certainly shouldn't be in control of things that other people are involved in. It should be an equal control thing, correct? So that's the how skills for mindfulness. I hope that those were helpful. Again, like I said, mindfulness is not sitting there and doing, meditation. You can do lots of different things mindfully. I know that a lot of people are into mindful eating, where they don't do anything else. They're not looking at a book. They're not reading their phone. They are sitting there mindfully eating. Other people do tasks, all different tasks mindfully, where you're in the moment and that's the only thing that's happening, okay? So again, I hope that this was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, or if you want me to talk about anything else, I would love to hear from you. Please comment or DM me so that I can get an idea of what you're looking for. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.